Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Having portrayed the complex, emotional, and often unpredictable Chloe Mitchell for nearly 2 decades, Elizabeth Hendrickson knows Genoa City like the back of her hand. But stepping into the director's chair offered her a brand new lens, literally and figuratively. Suddenly, it wasn't just about her own character's motivations. It was about everyone's. It was about pacing, tone, emotion, timing, light, shadow, silence, and impact, and if you thought she might be nervous as well, she was. But in true Chloe fashion, she brought confidence, intelligence, and a sharp eye to the table. "It's like stepping into a world I already love," Hendrickson said in a heartfelt behind-the-scenes moment. "Except now I get to help shape it in a different way." But she didn't do it alone. Elizabeth was quick to point out that her success as a first-time director wasn't hers alone, it was a group effort. In multiple interviews and on social media, she gave glowing thanks to her Y&R co-stars, calling them a dream to work with, and expressing how deeply she felt their support. "They made me feel safe. They made me feel heard," she said. "They gave me the space to experiment, to learn, and to lead. And that's a rare thing, especially when you're the new kid in a very big chair." Let's take a moment to shine a spotlight on the actors who went above and beyond during her debut, and the dynamics they helped her bring to life. In one of the episode's most pivotal scenes, Nikki Newman faced a gut-wrenching confrontation with her past, and Hendrickson was at the helm of directing the iconic Melody Thomas Scott through it. "Working with Melody was like watching a masterclass unfold in front of me," Elizabeth said. Scott, a soap opera legend in her own right, didn't just follow direction, she embraced it. She listened. She delivered. And she gave Elizabeth the confidence every new director dreams of having on their set. "There was a moment," Hendrickson recalled, "when Melody looked at me after a take and said, 'You've got the eye for this.' That meant everything to me." Michelle Stafford, fiery, fearless, and always ready to stir the pot on screen, was another standout among Hendrickson's supporters. The two women have shared countless scenes over the years, but this time, their chemistry transcended acting. "I've always admired Michelle's boldness," Hendrickson noted. "So to have her trust me, to see her interpret my direction and turn it into something so dynamic, it was exhilarating." One particularly tricky scene involved Phyllis walking a delicate emotional tightrope, and Elizabeth worked closely with Stafford to fine-tune the beats, down to the subtlest glance. "She didn't just take direction," Elizabeth said. "She elevated it." Every set needs someone who can lighten the mood, bring the energy, and help others stay grounded. "Joshua Morrow was that guy. Josh was my calm in the chaos," Elizabeth laughed. "When I was stressed or unsure, he'd crack a joke, or just say, 'You got this, Liz.' It might sound small, but those moments helped me breathe." Morrow's scenes were emotionally charged but sprinkled with his trademark warmth, something Elizabeth encouraged him to explore more deeply. And he delivered with both humor and heart, showing why Nikki Newman remains a beloved fan favorite. Courtney Hope may be a newer addition to the Y&R canvas, but Elizabeth was thrilled to direct her. Their collaboration revealed something surprising. "Courtney brings a rawness to her performances that I wanted to harness. So I pushed her, just a little, and she blew me away." The scene? Sally Spectra in a vulnerable moment, one that could easily have been overdone. But under Elizabeth's careful guidance, Courtney delivered something subtle, heartbreaking, and real. "She nailed it," Elizabeth said with pride. What makes Elizabeth's debut so remarkable is not just that she did it, it's how she did it. She stepped into a space often dominated by long-standing industry veterans and showed up not only prepared but willing to learn. Behind the camera, she was calm but decisive. She listened to her actors but trusted her instincts. She treated every scene like a story within a story, finding those tiny moments, an unspoken hesitation, a knowing look, that add depth and realism. She was a storyteller, but she was also a student, learning something new every time the camera rolled. The episode she directed wasn't just a regular Tuesday in Genoa City. It was an episode brimming with layered conflict, secret rendezvous, emotional unraveling, and even a long-awaited twist involving a returning character, and let's not forget, soap. Fans are among the most discerning audiences in television. They notice everything. So it mattered that this episode hit all the right emotional chords. It did. Fan forums and social media lit up after the episode aired. Comments praised the pacing, the framing, the unexpected intimacy of certain shots. Even longtime viewers said something felt different about the way the scenes flowed, and they meant it in the best possible way. In truth, Elizabeth Hendrickson's road to the director's chair wasn't spontaneous. It was years in the making. She'd spent hours shadowing directors, watching rehearsals from the wings, and asking questions about framing, lighting, and movement. There were days when I would finish my own scenes, then just hang around the set, soaking it all in, she shared. I love this show. I love this world. I wanted to understand every single piece of it. So when the opportunity came, she was ready, but perhaps the most touching part of her journey was how she leaned into the people around her, not only the cast, but the crew, the writers, the camera operators, and even the lighting designers. They all had my back, she said. That kind of teamwork is what makes great television. Now that her debut is behind her, one big question remains: will Elizabeth Hendrickson direct again? I hope so, she said with a smile. I caught the bug. And judging by the fan response and the overwhelming support from her colleagues, it seems likely we'll be seeing her name in the director's credits more often. But don't worry, Chloe fans, she has no plans to step away from acting entirely. I love being Chloe. I still have stories to tell. But now, I get to help tell everyone's story. And that's pretty incredible. At the end of the day, Elizabeth Hendrickson didn't just direct an episode, she led with heart, humility, and bold creativity. She used her years of experience as an actress not as a crutch, but as a compass, guiding her through a new adventure with grace. And in return, her young and the Restless family showed up for her in the most beautiful way. In this business, you don't always get to feel this supported, she said. But here, on this show, with these people, I felt like I could fly.